So I go in the Marine Corps, and the Marine Corps became the first family that I ever knew. Loving, firm, boundaries, rules, rewards for doing things well, punishment for doing things wrong, and it was a remarkably powerful environment. One of my friends was a Marine captain, a pilot that I flew in combat with named Al Barr, and he was what I didn't realize at the time mentoring me. And I would talk to him. I remember vividly one night going over talking to him about applying for these schools. And he says, why aren't you applying at the University of Texas? Why aren't you applying at Rice? Why aren't you applying at Texas A&M? And I said, well, Al, you need to understand something. I never graduated from high school. I had 1A in the entire time I was in high school that wasn't in PE. Terrible grades. I didn't graduate. I got terrible grades. I never studied. I never worked hard. And he says, they will take you if you ask. And I didn't believe it. And he says, I said, why would they take me? And he says, if you apply, you'll get in. And I said, I just don't believe that. And he says, well, what's the name of the stadium at Texas? And I said, well, it's Memorial Stadium. And he says, what the fuck do you think they call it Memorial Stadium for? And I said, well, to commemorate the soldiers from World War II. And he says, that's exactly right. The soldiers from World War II made the University of Texas what it is. If you apply, you're going to be accepted. So I applied at Texas. I applied at A&M. And I also applied at the University of Houston and Sam Houston and Stephen F. Austin. And I was accepted at all of them. And so 2 days after I got out of the Marine Corps, I started my college career at Texas A&M, and it was fabulous. Where he gave me insight that I simply lacked, that I had never been exposed to. And I had these sort of perpetual feelings of insecurity from childhood, normal for my background feelings that I was able to overcome. And I've never forgotten that conversation. And I've not only never forgotten it, but I've never forgotten how easy it is to share with others and to do with others. I remember one time I had a woman come in and hire me. She had left one job and gone to work for another job. And as a result of that, she lost her health insurance with one company, and she went out and put in an application to get health insurance with another company, but that was going to take a while to kick in. And meanwhile, she comes up and she's diagnosed as having cirrhosis of the liver. And she's going to need a liver transplant. And so she comes to me because she was bitter, angry, frustrated, but I need to be brutally honest with her. So what I told her, I sat down with her and I said, look, I can sue them, I can sue these people, I can sue those people, the law is changing, maybe it goes with us, maybe we get lucky, maybe we can do something. Maybe we don't. And that's where you're going to have your attention and your focus and that's going to be your life. And it's going to be like having hemorrhoids. And then we're probably going to lose. Or you can look forward. I said, what you need is a new liver. And what you need to get a new liver is you need to go raise the money that you need. And I think she was talking about $75,000 or $100,000. Now keep in mind, this was 30 years ago. Mm-hmm. I said, if you and I get together and we go do this lawsuit, I can assure you, you're going to be tied up and you're going to be thinking about that 24 hours a day, and then you're going to die because this friggin' lawsuit will be over 2 years after you die. Whether we win or lose is absolutely not going to make a difference to you, and it's not going to make a difference to me. Or you focus on the future. The way that seems to me to make the most sense is go raise the money. She went on. She took everything I said to heart. She not only raised the money to create to get her own liver transplant, but she figured out how to raise money and how to connect in the liver transplant world. And she created a foundation to raise money for other people for liver transplants. Had I not had the experience with Al-Bar in Vietnam, I would not have had the wisdom or the compassion or the care to share that belief with that woman. And it changed her life, and it changed the lives of untoward other people. If any one of us did this one time in our lives would be filled with meaning. And if we have the ability to do it more than once, we're remarkably gifted.